This game gets much better when you unlock classes? Oh.
Hello there. Shiryu, I presume?
That's me. And you're?
Val, the Soul Guard. And this is Hina, the Alm of Fire.
Oh, Val, Hina. Lovely to meet you. I'm Shiryu, a historian and keeper of tales from the Vale.
For those wondering, just like the old man, he's actually 26 years old. If you're wondering why the voice, yeah, okay.
What are you doing so far outside of Longren?
Calibrating windmills, actually. The wind's been hard to predict lately, which might be a side effect of having no alm yet.
Speaking of alms, Careena said she'd help call the fairy with some wind dyeing if we found you for her.
She did, huh? I guess she came around to the idea after all.
Is the dyeing process hard or something?
Not particularly. As long as you know the steps, that is. You just capture the breeze with the cloth to bring out the colored dye. The issue is that the fairy won't come for just any old round of wind dyeing. Careena has the most skill in Longren, so she has the best chance of summoning her.
Then why is she so averse to helping?
Because Careena wants... She wants to be chosen as the Alm. But all she's ever heard from the rest of the Vale is that she's wrong for the job. And yet, they keep asking her to help with the wind dyeing. It wouldn't surprise me if the fairy was staying away on purpose to avoid these hypocrites.
But why would Careena be a bad choice of Alm?
Did she pick a fight with the elemental or something?
That's a good one. But nothing that scandalous, I promise. But it's complicated. Too complicated to bother you both with right now. Besides, I know Careena wants the Vale to prosper, just like everyone else. And it looks like your arrival might have been enough to give her that push. Anyway, I'll head back to the Vale for now. See you there. And thank you.
Wind's howling, wind's howling. Azuma says, hey, how is this game? Is this game for kids? It's an anime style game that's super cutesy. So I wouldn't say it is for kids, but I think some people will immediately look at the art style and think it is. But no, I mean, so far it's been a pretty, like, in terms of the level of content, it's been kind of like a JRPG, standard JRPG, or kind of like an anime episode. Yep. Very cutesy, very demure. As Akiyama said.
The more you yell at me, the less I want to have anything to do with the wind dyeing.
Now you're just being stubborn. Didn't you hear that the convoy from Tiania has already arrived?
We can't keep wasting the Alm's time with your selfishness. You're putting the whole Vale in danger with your temper tantrum.
If you want to meet the fairy so bad, then you do the ceremony. Why does it always have to be me, anyway? It's not like I have a chance of becoming the Alm. Y'all made that abundantly clear. You think I'll just go along and do all the hard work for nothing?
Pouting about it won't help your case, you know.
I'm not pouting. I'm angry. After all, I just wanted to be the Alm and see the world.
Honey, we know it's hard for you to accept, but it's been years since anyone in our family has been considered worthy of Alm status.
Sure, your affinity to the wind element meant you had a good chance at the...
The only thing that I will say, the only thing that's really getting to me right now is I was really expecting both her parents to have Southern accents. Why does she have a Southern accent? Like, no one else has it. Why does she have a Southern? They literally make it clear they never leave their towns. Why does she have an accent no one else does?
After what you did in the sanctum?
Like, what?
Fine. Criticize me all you want, but I don't regret my actions one bit, so stop lecturing me.
It's so weird. Because she's
How
adopted?
irresponsible.
She's got a freaking dragon tail like everyone else in the dragon village. Like, what?
The other wind oracles don't cause their parents this much trouble.
But if we don't push her, the fairy might not visit Longarin at all. Maybe Shiryu can talk some sense into her.
That is a little strange. I mean, hey, you know what? You know what? I say this, maybe there's some good story reason for this later. Maybe she was raised in southern Dragon Town until she was 3 and then stolen away to posh Dragon Town. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe she's just going through her southern phase. We've all been there. We've all been there. I'm still there myself a little bit. But yeah, you know, who knows? This music has some serious vibes. Maybe she's from Dragon, Texas. That's right. Dragabama.
There you
Yeah.
are. Thanks for finding Shiryu for me.
No sweat. So you'll perform the wind dyeing ceremony now?
Did I say that? Next time, get it in writing. Besides, I have some stuff to talk to Shiryu about. Bye-bye.
Hang on. I thought you wanted a favor for a favor. We gotta call the fairy to Longarin before it's too late.
Careena, don't forget. There's that old saying about the disaster that could befall our tribe if an alm isn't chosen. The wind will rage, and the winged fall flightless.
You're talking to a girl with 1 wing. Boy, you just walked up to somebody in a wheelchair and was like, if we don't do the alm, then no one can run around anymore. They're like, what? What'd you just say to me?
We're too old for fairy tales, Shiryu. Besides,
Rude.
the wind is always blowing here. And it's not like we dragon folk use our wings to fly in the first place.
Oh. But wait, his are the same size. What? What? What?
Maybe the proverb isn't meant for dragon folk. Ramcoh has wings too, you know?
Fine. But I don't have to be the one to do it. No one in town even cares who does the wind dyeing, and I wouldn't do it even if they begged. Why bother? It's not like the fairy would ever pick me to be the alm anyway.
We get it. You're
I have
super
an idea.
selfish. We get it.
Val, why don't you do the wind dyeing instead?
What?
Me?
What?
Anyone is allowed to use the technique. And besides, it never hurts to have a breath of fresh air to try and bend the winds of fate.
The chief said something similar, now that you mention it.
Good luck. You'll need it. I think I'll just stay here with Shiryu if it's all the same to you. You two do make a cute couple. Yeah. Look, the dyeing stall is up a ways over there. Just give it a go.
Side questing.
Okay, it's up to me to perform the ceremony and
Wait,
call the fairy.
side quest complete?
Here
What?
goes nothing.
If it doesn't work for you,
Let me have a go.
That wasn't a side
Alright,
quest.
We'll take turns.
Did you just call a main quest a side quest?
Taking this. Got some syrup.
If this is a mini game, I will be
You
pretty
are
happy.
here for the wind dyeing?
I am. Please give me a mini
Forgive
game.
me, it is a complicated process. Even oracles in training have trouble with the steps.
Well, someone's gotta try. What was it? Breath of fresh air and all?
Everybody, I understand that the side quest was part of the tutorial to show you what a side quest looked like. I was making a joke. I understand what happened. Thank you, though. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, look! Ramcoh has come to watch!
What's a Ramcoh anyway?
What is a Ramcoh?
She's not a what? She's a sacred beast. Her ilk usually resides in the Wind Sanctum near the Vale. When Careena was training in the Sanctum, she suffered a grave injury. Though she lost one of her wings, this sacred beast saw her safely back home.
Wait, are we talking about the little girl or the...
Since then, the two have been like sisters.
Oh, yeah,
nigh
okay.
inseparable.
So that's how
Ramcoh
she
even
lost her
began to
wing.
Stay here in the
Okay.
Vale instead of returning to her home. Although,
Damn.
Careena has been so preoccupied with Shiryu recently that she and Ramcoh have become distant. Perhaps they're growing apart. Oh, please excuse my rambling.
Oh, the whole game's been this way so far.
I
You're
shouldn't
good.
distract you from trying to summon the fairy for everyone.
You should hear the
in
main
Vale.
character.
Yeah, sure. No pressure or anything.
You can do it, Val.
Let's see. Come wind!
That won't get you anywhere. You couldn't even swat a bug, let alone call forth a fairy.
Wow.
I thought you said you were busy with Shiryu.
It's not my fault your flailing was
I would like to punt her over the side of this hill.
so bad I couldn't ignore it. Even a novice could do this better than you. Thanks. It's been a while since I laughed so hard.
So, Hina, do you want to give it a go next?
Oh, can I?
Huh? But she's the alma fire. Where's the sense in that?
True, it's never been done. But I'd have quite a tale for the history books if the Alm of Fire were to call forth the fairy for the Vale of Wind this year.
Give me a break.
Oh, I see. Please allow me to try, Shiryu. I bet I can expertly harness this wind.
Hold it right there. Fine, I'll do it. As the best dyer in the Vale, I have now officially changed my mind. I'll show you how it's really done. Write that in your history books.
So this is kind of interesting, and somebody just said this in chat, which I find very interesting. Apparently, this character has a unique Kansai accent in Japanese, which a lot of times is equated to a Southern accent here, even though dialectically it doesn't make any sense. So that is why she is Southern, even though it makes no sense. In Japan, it's a lot more common for those accents to intermingle. In the States, it is not. That is why there is weird localization going on. There you go. That's interesting. The more you know. Is it accurate dubbing? Not really. You could essentially call this a failure of, not a failure, but this is like a translation issue is what it would be. So like here in the States, you would not have this kind of thing happen. But in Japan, it is much more common. So, I mean, there's still obviously localization in Japan, but from what I understand, from what I've been told, it is not, because I've had this discussion with other people in the past, I've been told it's much more common in Japan for accents like this to intermingle. It is not super common in the States. Generally, a whole area will have the same accent, at least a lot less to this degree of like parents and children kind of thing. Yeah. But that's cool, and that makes more sense.
Bring forth color.
Well, she looks nice there. They look like VTubers? They do. Dude, especially the dragon lady. I seriously, like, there's a VTuber named Iron Mouse, and that could be Iron Mouse. Like, put some more hard rock stuff on, and you're done. Yep.
Oh, Shiryu has been chosen as the Alm.
Congrats, Shiryu. Good job.
Oh, dude, if anything, that just speaks super highly to like how high quality VTuber models are. Oh yeah, Zentreya. Oh shit, Zentreya used to have a little dragon model. She used to have like a whole dragon. Man, oh, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Wow. Damn.
Huh?
No, I refuse. I won't be the Alm.
But why? Being named the Alm is an honor. Why would you run away from your duty?
Oh.
Hina?
I actually haven't named anyone the Alm yet.
Awkward. Okay.
How could he betray my trust like this?
Yeah. Shiryu was the one insisting that you had to call the fairy to keep the veil from being destroyed. Then he just ran away.
He should know better. He saw how hard I worked to be worthy. It's always been my dream, even though I knew it was hopeless. Everyone kept saying it's impossible for someone like me to be the Alm of Wind. That I can't feel the wind beneath my wings like the rest of them do, now that I've lost one of them.
Oh my God, she got sneeched. My girl got sneeched. She didn't have the star in her belly, chat. Oh man, rude.
When I told them all that the wind still spoke to me, no one in the Vale believed it. Not the other oracles, not my parents, and certainly not the chief.
Rude.
They pitied me, laughed at me when I
this a
said I wouldn't
remake?
give up.
No,
Only Shiryu and Ramcoh stuck with me.
it's a whole new story.
But Shiryu never understood what it meant to me. He never understood me. Well, I'm done with him.
I am not used to the music in the game being like this. I want to use the word professional. I don't know. It's weird, but like the music is really good.
Hey, fairy!
What?
Appoint me the Alm. I'll take Shiryu's place. I'm the perfect candidate. Make me the Alm of Wind.
The decision isn't entirely up to me. I must consult with your patron elemental first. But your skill with the wind dying was most impressive. The wind was dancing with joy. I believe that Sylphid may accept you as the Alm if we ask.
I'll take your compliments to heart, fairy. Sounds like we've got an elemental to convince.
Where do we find this Sylphid fella?
At Mount Gala, the source of the winds. Do you and your girlfriend want to come? As the Soul Guard, it's your job to see even potential alms safely to their destination, right?
You have a point. Let's go to Mount Gala.
There's like, man, I have to admit though, and maybe it's just because I'm playing this at the age that I am, because there's things in this that come across as super anime and cutesy.
I forgot about Ramcoh. Sorry.
But then there's also
But I
some
gotta
themes
find
that
her
are
before we
really
head off,
not.
Or I'd never forgive myself. I ignored her for so long. But if this works out and I am named the Alm, I have to say goodbye before I go. And I gotta apologize. Help me find Ramcoh.
Like, there's a lot of surface level stuff that is
Where could
really
Ramcoh
overtly
have run
cute.
off to?
But then there's
Careena.
other stuff
Let's
where it's
help
like,
Careena search.
Of course. What good is a convoy if we don't work together?
Thanks. I mean it. She's gotta be in the Vale somewhere. Let's keep looking.
that's how most of these games work. Yeah, I know. But like the theme that I'm thinking about right now that's like a little crazy to think about is this girl's like super depressed. She's an outcast. She is clearly not feeling things. And what does she want to do the most? Be selected to die. Like, that's kind of a that's not good. Like that's a thing. That like when you put it all out in front of you, it's kind of like that's kind of not like how much are we gonna lean into this?
This is kind of
You know?
nice. Yes.
That's a little wild. Like how much are they gonna explore that whole thing? Are they just gonna keep it surface level, or are they actually gonna kind of go a little deep into that? I mean, don't get me wrong. The more of these types of stories I see, the more inclined they are to keep it surface level and not really go into that. But every so often they do, and it becomes really interesting and kind of pertinent to a lot of real life situations.
Taking this.
Are cutscenes on PC still locked at 30 FPS? So I am playing completely unlocked, and I have noticed that the cutscenes do seem a little. Yeah, I'm playing on 60 FPS right now. You can unlock it if you want to, but when I do, for some reason, I get that weird bar stuff on my capture card. However, the cutscenes still seem framing. Yeah. So I don't know about that. Change the fight strategies of each character when not being controlled in battle. Cool. So they got some very rudimentary AI customization. That's good. That's awesome. Cool. Oh. There's a whole side quest tracking system. Cool. A lot of good stuff in this game, man. It makes me wish that I was more into like this cutesy style of anime game. Like, there's a lot of game there's a lot of pretty dang decent looking game in here.
Let me see. This might be useful.
Why should I Ramcoh? Look, just do what the game says, okay? We don't ask questions. We just do, okay? Okay.
Ramcoh? I'm so sorry. I was stupid. I got so caught up in Shiryu that I neglected you.
Phrasing.
But in the end, you were the only one who understood me. I have to go and meet with Sylphid now in order to become the Alm of Wind. I guess this is goodbye.
Nope.
Go back to your home in the Sanctum. Farewell, my friend. This isn't the way to the Wind Sanctum, you know. You really want to come with me?
I don't know. I think they
Okay,
should have made
let's
Ramcoh
get
cuter.
moving.
What do you think? Probably. The spirited and plucky Careena is skilled in the art of the spear. Oh, cool. Ramcoh gets stronger as Careena levels up, but her attacks are not that powerful. However, she is quite resilient and will not fall in battle no matter how much damage she takes.
Thanks for helping me find Ramcoh.
Cool.
But we're not done yet. I won't rest until I found Sylphid.
Don't worry. I'm here to protect you. Let's go.
I'm just glad that you and Ramcoh made up. Oh look, another Dud Bear.
Yep, Dud Bears can be found all over the world. At least that's what Shiri... You know what? Never mind.
Let's
Okay.
be sure to greet any Dud Bears we spot during our travels. We'll probably end up with spare grizzly syrup to trade anyway.
Have I played any other mana games before? I played the Super Nintendo Secret of Mana. Yep. So it's been a week or two since I played last.
Babu, badudubo.
Dooda dubba. Oh my god, they made a whole language. Dooda. Wait. I friend you. Dooda dubba dubba. Okay, hold on. You. Bub? Dada gak bub? Oh my god, dude. Duga babu. An expression of delight. So, take this grizzly syrup would be babu badoo. Sounds like Jabba the Hutt. Babu badoo da ba ba doo ba doo do ba ba doo boo da goo gaku gak ba bub gak da da ba ba doo ba 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 doo da da ba da goo ba boo goo da da. I just said those were words.
Bub?
Those were words. I love it. Okay. I hope did I just get DMCA'd by Disney? Are we still live? No, we're good. Okay. All right, we're good. Fine. You take that back? I will not. No. I refuse.
Taking this?
Careena, the wind conveyed the news.
Is that like email? Is that like windmail? Like what?
You are off to consult with Sylphid, the elemental of wind, if I am not mistaken.
There's nothing you can say that'll change my mind. I'll become the Alm and make you see you were wrong about me. About everything.
Okay. She's like, yeah, okay. Whatever you're saying.
Soul God, as you can see, young Careena is as stubborn as can be. But we cannot disobey the fairy's guidance. Please see Careena safely to wherever she is needed, be that the mana tree or otherwise.
You can count on it.
Well, you heard him. Just remember that you'll have me
You
to
know,
thank for the
Walter,
Vale's
not
prosperity from
optional.
here on out.
Yeah. Does she have an equivalent country accent in Japanese? So we actually, we talked about this earlier. She has a Kansai accent in Japanese. So she does have a different accent in the Japanese version, which they equated to Southern accent in the English version. It doesn't quite line up as it does in English as it does Japan, but the effort was there. Yeah.
Before you leave,
It makes a lot more sense in Japanese.
I would have you take this seed with you. It is said to bring forth hidden abilities of the bearer. Take it with my blessing.
Thanks. I'll find a use for it.
The elms are necessary to preserve a future for the whole world. It is our duty, much as a soul guard's duty is to protect us. Careena, an oracle of wind, wishes to take upon herself the task of an alm of her own volition. No one fights against their fate if they themselves choose to bear it. We all have our individual roles to play.
Not true, but okay.
Places from which we hail, ways of life. All of these affect the future. And I am proud to be the bearer of such an important mission for those who may come after.
That middle line is going to be real interesting because she's one of those people, the person talking. So I wonder if like, that's interesting. Tech Freaks, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I've caught wind of it, but I haven't read that article yet.
Mind letting me get a piece of that thing the chief gave you before we left? I figure I need to be as strong as I can be to fight monsters out here.
Wait, you're going to fight too?
I might seem like a delicate blossom, but I'm a force to be reckoned with.
That wasn't the happiest farewell back there. Will you be able to set out on the pilgrimage straight away if you're chosen as the alm?
Don't worry, I'm not leaving anything behind that I care about. Honestly, I couldn't wait to leave. I've always wanted to see what's out there in the world. Back in Longren, they don't let you travel much unless you're chosen to be the alm. If it weren't for you showing up when you did, I'd still be stuck in town, itching to get out. Thanks for that, actually.
Then I suppose we'll have to do our best so that you get to continue on the alm's journey.
The people of Tiania sure are friendly. Or maybe you folks are the exception.
Rawr. Mount Gala.
Careena taking over.
The elemental vessel is reacting to something. How strange.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I do believe the spirits wish to aid you on your journey.
Showed up. Okay, hi.
Elemental vessels can tap into different types of mana and bestow those powers on their wielders. Don't hesitate to use them during your travels. And now, I must be off.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, these are the classes. the vessel menu. Oh my god, they've got Sailor Moon transitions. Oh my god. Dang, girl. Hi. Dancer. Oh. Oh, so this changes like everything. The elemental plot. Okay. I'm getting a lot of stuff real quick. Dude, how many different classes are there? Whoa. Wait, hold on. So if I put it on him, does he also become a dancer? Or does he become something different? Rune Knight. Huh. So he becomes a Rune Knight and gets a Zweihander. Okay. And so we can only use the item is a physical item, so we can only have it on one person at a time. So we can't have him be a Rune Knight and her be a dancer. Weird. Huh. Okay. That's kind of cool. And that means that every single character has like 8 different classes and they're all unique. Dang, dude. Okay. Anyway, that's our sponsored stream. I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't happen too often in my streaming, but this is definitely one of those times. And this is one of those times where, to put it bluntly, first of all, before I say this, thank you Square Enix for sponsoring the stream. Appreciate that. If you do want more information on this game, check out the link in the command or in the profile button.
Applause.
Thank you so much. It was very nice of them for us to check this out. This is clearly a lot of people's thing. This is one of those rare situations where the schism, like, it is a hair over the line for me, where it's like, that game is awesome. I like that game. Like the game, like the mechanics are cool. The class system looks fantastic. Somebody in chat said there's 45 different classes. That's great. I love it. But man, the style of the story and characters is on the opposite end of the spectrum of what I normally like. And the writing and everything is it's so clearly not for a 40-year-old guy. But I gotta say, like, I really liked the game in there. Like the QOL stuff, how easy it was going in and out of combat, how smooth the combat felt, the seeming customization over your AI people, like the class system, the fact that there was loot everywhere. Like I am sad that I am not more into that stuff. That is what I was saying has happened so few times in my 10 years streaming. But this is one of those times where it's like, I really wish I was more into that stuff, because that game was awesome, but I'm just not. But yeah, that was, if you are into that and you like RPGs, I can safely say that's like a no-brainer. Like Visions of Mana seems really cool. If I was more into that style of gameplay, or excuse me, the gameplay was great. If I was more to that style of world and character and story delivery, I would play more of that game, no question. If it was like that game with a more adult looking people in a darker world and it was sci-fi instead of fantasy, but everything else was exactly the same. Like, I'd probably be all about it. But I think I can safely say that if you are at all into that style, if you are at all into, like, you know, what I would call this classic anime. That's what I would call this. Like, if you are into classic anime and RPG style games like this is easy. Like, this is an easy recommend. That's a super cool product. And yeah, I'm really glad we gave it a try, because that's going to be an easy recommend to people that like those styles of games and are into anime. And I'm glad we tried it. Anyway, if you do want, again, more information on the game, or you're thinking of checking out yourself, make sure to check out the VOM command or the link in the top of chat. I am out of here for the rest of today. I am going to kick you over to Passco, since we got about an hour and a half left. So if you want to hang out with the community and watch some viewer voted Passco, feel free to do that until 4. I will try to get back on this evening, but worst case, I should be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET for more fun and games. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thanks again to Square Enix for letting us take a look at that. And I will see you all later for more fun and games. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.